blueVR is a serious game for players to experience the world of people with color vision deficiency. With the goal of facilitating empathy, understanding, and awareness towards CVD people, we applied a gamified strategy in our design and created blueVR, which had three different stages: observing, perspective taking, and acting. The first stage, observing, is realized in the first scene of our game, the crossroad. Players would enter the crossroad with a red traffic light in front of them. A background story will be provided when they're waiting for the traffic light. An animated female avatar will be standing beside the player on the crosswalk, also waiting for the light. After 3 minutes, the traffic light would turn green and the female would start crossing the road, waving her hand to her friend at the other side of the crossroad, which hint that it is the right time to go. Whenever a player moved forward and stepped onto the road, a black transition would appear, displaying the consequence of their actions in front of them. This marks the end of the stage, and the players would then move on to the next part. The second stage, perspective taking, is realized through our second theme, the convenience store. Players will enter the convenience store with 3 shelves in front of them. Players were provided with a shopping list containing descriptions of 5 different goods. They need to find the goods in the store according to the list. Visual guidance was given at the shop counter, telling the players to check out everything there. Players were free to pick up and observe any goods on the shelves. If the goods were put into a shopping basket at the checkout counter, they would disappear and turn into scores. Only the goods on the list can score, and buying the other unrelated goods will lead to failure. When players reported that the shopping task is done, they would get feedback in another black transition according to their total score and whether they had bought the wrong things or not. This marked the end of stage 2. In the final stage of circular process of empathy, acting, players would virtually go back to their original vision and help people with CVD. They were presented to the same convenience store as before, but in normal vision. Players were presented with a special user interface, where they were able to help the individuals with CVD virtually by changing scene designs. They could choose a CVD-friendly price tag by clicking the buttons on the shelf. Also, some goods were provided with packages that had a different color to the original one, and players could select the one they preferred by clicking it on the shelf. After they finished the modification, they would turn back to Protonopia Vision and do the shopping tasks once more to get feedback of what they have changed. They were asked to complete a different set of tasks, but this time the scene has been modified according to what they did in the previous stage. This stage was intended to let players feel rewards through their helping behaviors, thus evoking their empathetic feelings towards people with CVD. This marks the complete circular process of empathy and the end of our game.